Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and this round of custom spreads is pushing me out of my comfort zone. Today I am diving into custom planner spreads for the month of November, and I have 4 to go through today. We're going to have Melissa, who wants a medical theme spread. She's got a lot of new appointments and medicines and things she's managing, so we're going to create a spread for her that's beautiful and inspiring and allows her to track all of her needs. Then we have one for Miss Carolyn, who asked for a mixed media spread, and I think I'm going to use some of these stickers from Kill of a Plan as a jumping off point. Jennifer, a woman after my own heart, loves her purple spread, so we're going to do a purple spread for her and give it a little bit of a Squad Girls twist. And then last but not least is Cameron, whose birthday is coming up, and she asked for a spread that has dusty rose and golds and brass, and I'm super excited to create that for her. So I will link everything that I end up using down in the description box below. Otherwise, let's go. All right, let's start with Melissa. When she asked me for a pretty medical spread, I had no idea what I was going to do. First of all, I actually just destashed a lot of my fitness / medical sticker books because I don't use them very often. So I had just destashed all of those. So I didn't know what I was going to do. And how do you combine two things that don't feel like they're related? Something that's really pretty, but will also help her start to wrap her head around some of the medical changes, some of the medicines, some of the appointments, things like that that are coming up. And when I started to think about it, I actually really fell in love with this idea. When you have a big change, when you have something that can almost feel like a trial in your life, why not create something beautiful that helps inspire you as you work through it? And so I ended up, because I was thinking beautiful and bright and happy, I grabbed for Live Love Posh. The lined Florals sticker book is beautiful, and B has these gorgeous colors that happen to go with the other sticker book that I grabbed for this spread, which is actually the Caregiver sticker book. The Caregiver sticker book is from the Happy Planner. It came out a while ago. I'm not sure if it's still available, but I will link the Happy Planner down below so you can check it out. It is geared towards those that are helping others through all kinds of different life situations. And there just happen to be a lot of kind of medical related stickers, some inspirational phrases, all of which I thought would be perfect for Melissa during this time. So we're starting with florals. We're going to kind of line the top and the bottom. I like the idea of kind of feeling like the florals are hanging down from the ceiling, like almost like a romantic kind of secret garden look. And so we're going to do that at the top and the bottom, frames in the whole spread, adds a lot of color and decoration to the spread without taking up a lot of the writing room, because if she is doing medical tracking, she's going to need all the possible room she can get. I love that in the Caregiver sticker book, it encourages you to take time to focus on some of the positive things, on the good days. And so I put 2 larger stickers, one that says on a positive note and the other that says today was a good day because, so that Melissa could kind of track those different moments. And then I decided we're going to do the middle as a place where she can track appointments for this particular week. So I'm just going to layer several different box stickers kind of in a variety of patterns just to give her plenty of room to write down any appointments or things she needs to check up on for this particular week. I am giving her this spread undated. I know Melissa definitely has number stickers that she can add to the spread when she decides exactly what week she wants to use it. A couple of the box stickers that I pulled were actually monthly box stickers, which means they have that little notch out of them. You can easily use those in your regular weekly spread by just layering on a different sticker over that corner, just so you can't see the corner, and it makes it all fit a little bit nicer and looks like a full box with just a fun layer. And I really like these tinier boxes, those little squares that were in the Caregiver sticker book. I kind of dig that size box. Let me know what you think. I think it's fabulous for just one little quick note, maybe, just something, just a little reminder. I love that. As I'm putting the stickers on the page, I'm trying to balance the florals and the colors around the page, just making sure that they are in all of the different places. I'm wanting to bring florals and create some clusters. I do that often by cutting pieces in half, just like this, and then I can layer it underneath, and then I can save the other piece for later if so needed. I'm going to layer a few stickers here. Love how all of that is coming together. Definitely feels like it works really well. Melissa had mentioned that she would be having some new medicines that she would need to track. So I thought habit trackers would be really good for tracking those medicines throughout the week, whether she's taking them on the daily or a few times a day. So we're going to put a few habit trackers. I actually pulled those from the Planner Essential line that Happy Planner started, I think, last year. And they have one that's all about different habit trackers, and they have weekly ones and monthly ones. And so I decided let's pull a few of those down. We'll give another place where she can write notes of encouragement to herself during the healing process. Whew, easy for me to say. And then let's cover this edge with plenty of habit trackers, giving her plenty of room to fill in some of this space. The top row of boxes is where I'm going to give her some checklists, and I love these different headers. I am enough, I am growing, I am proud, I am helpful, I am worthy, I am radiant, I am smart. Just wonderful affirmations for Melissa, and we'll add the little checklist and then a few quotes here and there. I think this spread is so pretty. I don't think it screams medical, but I do think that it's going to be a super functional spread for her, and I just really like how it came together. I would love to hear your tips and tricks for tracking all things medical down in the comments below. Share what you do, because I know it's going to help someone else that is also trying to track these things. So make sure to take a moment and leave a comment and let us know how you like to track those types of things. Next up is Cameron's spread, and Cameron is my junk journal loving Patreon member, and I just knew that the Amber Allure sticker book would be perfect for her. She requested a dusty mauve color, which is really beautiful. It definitely kind of screams fall, but I wanted to give her a spread that wasn't necessarily fall themed. And so I'm going to actually trim out these boxes from an old planner, outdated planner. I'm going to trim that off, and then I'm going to mat those boxes onto some scrapbook paper. The scrapbook paper I chose is actually from two different places. The wooden scrap paper, the wood tones, that is my favorite ever. And then it's actually from the Scrapbooking Coach. And then the kind of dusty rose color in the back is from another collection that I had in my stash. So we're going to just align these pages together, layer them together. I'm cutting it down to the size of a classic size Happy Planner, which is 7 inches wide, 9¼ inches tall. We're going to layer these, make sure they fit really nicely, and this is going to form the background for the spread. The next thing that I need to do is punch the holes so that I can figure out exactly where the boxes need to live. So always double check when you're punching the holes that you're punching it in the correct side. I always check and double check because I've punched incorrectly far too many times. All right, once I get everything set on there, let's get the boxes mounted. Then I can start playing with some of the decor. And I thought this was such a fun kind of color scheme to play with. Let me get those down. And the Amber Allure sticker book actually has a lot of these colors here in the back. And that's what I said. This one is definitely geared towards fall, but look at these like splashes of color. I also knew that Cameron would appreciate that because she is a junk journal loving girl, and I think she would also love playing with mixed media. So we're going to put some mixed media accents on here, but through stickers, which is all the more fun because it's the mixed media without the mess, which is awesome. So I'm starting out by putting a few of these splotches just kind of around the page so that I can figure out how to create clusters. If you have watched me for very long, you know that I tend to be a little bit more methodical in my planning, meaning that I do boxes all along the top, and then I tend to do to-do lists all along the middle, and then use the bottom as decor. I like it laid out in that very, very logical manner, but I wanted to change it up because I felt like it just didn't make sense with all the splotches and the look of the mixed media in the background. I wanted it to be a bit more clustery. And so I am changing up a little, not completely. You're going to see a little symmetry find its way into the spread, but we're going to create some pretty large clusters, meaning these stickers are going to lay over the top of each other. They're all going to connect in different ways. I'm going to end up changing the one that's over in the bottom right. That's going to find a new place on the spread. And as I go through, I'm trying to find stickers that don't say fall. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to scream fall. I don't want to say fall is my favorite color or anything like that, because I want this to be a spread that Cameron can use in December as well. All right, let's give this a little mixed media feel. This is some Ranger. It's like a bronzy glitter spray. I'm going to splatter it all along the edges. You can see I'm covering up where the boxes are because I don't want them to have splatters. It probably would have been smart to splatter the paper before I put the white boxes on the page, but alas, I didn't think of it. So sometimes inspiration comes at different points, so you have to just work around it. We're gonna do plenty of splatter. I'm trying really hard not to get it on the white paper. Look at me kind of working my way around. And then we'll let that dry completely. It adds just a hint of like gilded kind of bronzy look, and I am here for it. It picks it up perfectly and definitely ties in those metallics that you can kind of feel in the stickers. The plastic sheets that you see me using are actually sticker guides from the Happy Planner. I love them, especially when I'm planning on doing a lot of clustering, because I just lets me plan it out a little bit easier. As things start to go down on the page though, I do tend to change my mind. So I tend to move things around. A few of these clusters I really like. That box, that black box, it's going to not be there. It's going to change around here in a minute, but I'll show you why. Love how all of this is going to go down. Want to add the girl here in the corner. She is a whole vibe, and she kind of reminds me of Cameron anyway. So I think she fits perfectly there. And then as I'm starting to put these other pieces down and I'm looking at the sticker book over to my left, I see this gorgeous girl that is curled up in a chair reading a book. And I'm thinking, I really want to include that girl on this page. And I think, well, I can bring in a different box that doesn't have the girl, but that box was the wrong color and it was a whole thing. So let's put the other box right here. See how it matches the box on the right? The big box on the left matches the little box on the right. So I couldn't put them on the same side or that would be awkward. Here's that girl that I definitely wanted to include. It went down slightly crooked. It's not coming up, so I hope Cameron's okay with that. I think she is. I think she'll be just fine with that. And then the black box could go on the right. So that way it kind of evens out. And then the girl that's on the left has a lot more black in her. It's all about balance. All right, here is where the logic that I normally go with comes back into play, because I love these little bullet points. They look like little brad nails, adorable. And yes, I am going to put them along the top. I don't have enough to do every single day, so we're going to do every other day because I didn't want to include different bullet points. And I love what that looks like. This little swoosh of glitter didn't find its way onto the page, and I'm totally okay with that. Now I need to add the days of the week here at the top. This is from a sticker book that I picked up at Hobby Lobby that I have used and used and used, and I love it. And these are in gold metallic, so I think it is beautiful with the spread. And then the last thing, I have some vellum pieces from a different collection that I thought would be perfect for adding just a little bit more of that metallic look. And I found 3 that fit really well. One says, "Yay, it's the weekend." One says, "Remember the fun." And one says, "Wild Heart." It just comes together so beautifully. Love. I'm in love with the spread. I hope Cameron likes it. Let me know what you all think of it down below. Next up is going to be Jennifer's spread, and Jennifer requested a dashboard layout, and I actually chose to give her one of the new dashboard layouts that I designed recently, and that is available over on my website. I love this. It is in what I call the venti size, which is 8.5 by 11, and Jennifer requested purple, and I love purple as well, and I've made a lot of different purple spreads for Jennifer, and so I find it a challenge to try to keep it new and fresh for her, but I found these gorgeous purple florals in a book from Caregiver Plan. Look how gorgeous those are. They're just beyond with the purple and the blue and then the snowflakes mixed in. I love it. And then when I was trying to figure out what I could pair with it, I found this washi tape from Simply Gilded that has just a bit of sparkle. And I think sparkle goes very well in the winter. And then I found the Squad Girls, the newer Squad Girls, the seasonal ones that came out, I think in the spring. And there was some purple mixed in with the winter section. And so I thought, you know what, we're going to add in a few Squad Girls for Jennifer, give her a little winter, I don't know, winter wonderland feel with purple mixed in. So we're going to do florals all along the top. You can tell that sometimes I just get into where I like the look of certain things. And in this case, it was stickers all along the top and all along the bottom. I did it in Melissa's spread and I did it in Jennifer's spread. And I think it just looks so beautiful and doesn't take up a ton of room. Granted, when you see me move to the bottom, I do take up a ton of room. And if Jennifer needs to write on Saturday or Sunday, she's going to end up adding a box here or there, which I don't think she'll mind. What she likes to do is what I hear so many people do, which is on the left side of their dashboard spread, they prefer to just have it be a little bit less structured. They do what I would call a bullet journal style, which is why I designed this particular dashboard layout to be more open. I think we all could use a good long checklist. It's almost like a brain dump. Love that. So I think that's really functional. I think it's nice to set off some intentions for the week, which I usually like to do in that boxed area. And then just a big section of dot grid that gives you the opportunity to organize it as you see fit. How cute is that purple house? At first I thought it was a church. It definitely kind of looks like a church, but it doesn't have a cross on top. So I think it's just a purple house that goes really well with the winter feels. And then I'm going to add these ladies over on this side as if they are like in the foreground and they're walking to this kind of winter cottage that's in the background on the right side. It made sense in my head. I have trouble when the people are not sized in relation to buildings. And so I kind of had to like write my own story with why those people would be so much taller than that building. And I certainly couldn't put the people next to the building because that wouldn't make sense. But to me, I'm like, they're in the foreground. That's fine. We're going to use another big sticker, which is one of the reasons I love these big spreads. That one says comfy and oh so cozy, brings in a lot of the blues. And then warm winter wishes brings in some of the pinks and purples and layers nicely over in that corner. Then we're using Caregiver Plan stickers, and that means that there are plenty of functional boxes, which is fabulous because I just love how she sets out those sticker books. So I don't have to go searching for boxes that are going to go. Let's add a few florals right here, get this sticker down, and then a little title so Jennifer can give a title to that long list. We're going to add a box over here in the corner. This is where she could put either the month or she doesn't need the month. She could just put in whatever she wants over there. Then we need some function over on the right side as well. So I need to kind of plan out where I'm going to put boxes. I am actually planning on using a dashboard style layout for 2024, and I'm getting used to boxes and bullet points and how they will all fit together. I'm leaving the spread undated so Jennifer can add in numbers next to those days of the week. And now I'm just figuring out how I can layer boxes in creative ways so that it doesn't line up too much. You know what I mean? Like I don't want all the boxes vertically lined up. I want it to kind of scatter around. And then I want plenty of bullet points. I think there's a ton of room to write in this particular spread. So we're going to do the bullet points every other line. That is going to be it for Jennifer's Purple Winter Wonderland spread. Jennifer, I hope you love it. I do think you will love it because how can you resist these gorgeous florals from Caregiver Plan? They are beautiful. I can't wait to create another spread with them, which is another reason I love the Caregiver Plan sticker books. There are 2 pages of these gorgeous stickers. And let's go on to Carolyn's. All right, so for Carolyn's spread, she uses a classic vertical layout, and she said that I could choose whatever I wanted and that she would like a little mixed media put in to her spread. So I have grabbed my Distress Oxide ink and pulled 3 different colors, Stormy Sky, Weathered Wood, and Iced Spruce, because they pick up the colors of the stickers that I chose for Carolyn's spread, which are from Caregiver Plan, and they're from her Winter Icons book, and I love them. But you can see I got a little ink on the page. So now I'm kind of working in correction mode. So we're just adding this kind of splash of color down here at the bottom of the page. It's going to kind of anchor the page. Love it, love it, love it. I dry it really, really well before I start playing with stickers. And yes, I'm going to have to work around the ink that I got on the page. All right, we're definitely going to be putting a sticker over that section where there's ink. And then I'm just working on balancing out some of the different icons that I wanted to include with functional boxes. I'm not going to line everything up like I normally do with all the checklists on one row and all the boxes. We're going to scatter, which takes me a little bit outside my comfort zone and pushes me. Here's the thing about comfort zones in planning. If you like a certain way, if you like your planner to look a certain way, like for instance, I like all my to-do lists lined up, then you can go with that. There's no need to reinvent the wheel if you like it. I do like a lot. I love actually creating these custom planner spreads because they often push me outside my comfort zone and they help me to redefine my comfort zone, meaning that I learn things that I very much enjoy. I learn things that I'm like, you know what? I don't really like that for my own personal style, but I like creating it for my patrons. When you experiment outside your comfort zone, I feel like it kind of helps you redefine your comfort zone, which is great as a creative person, being able to play with those boundaries and really expand it yourself at times. It's fun to do. And if you've been planning for a long time, if you've been doing creative planning for a long time, it's nice to try new things every now and then, whether it is that you are trying a new sticker brand, a new layout, a new way of organizing your current layout. Trying new things I think is really good. And so that's one of the reasons I actually very much enjoy these custom planner spreads. Because my patrons think of the best possible themes that really help me kind of think outside the box. And then they push me outside my comfort zone in different ways. So you may have seen me several times use a piece of white sticker paper to change over some of the clear stickers. So when you have a clear sticker, you can always put it on white sticker paper or even just white copy paper and trim around it, then use adhesive to put it down. Don't feel like you have to use it clear. And because I put that distress oxide that's so solid at the bottom, the clear stickers would have kind of gotten lost over that. So I had to, if I was going to put these gorgeous icons down at the bottom, I was going to have to use some white sticker paper. So that's what I've been doing, just putting it down and then trimming it out, and then I'll turn it into a sticker again. Now I'm just trying to figure out where all the boxes can go. Sometimes I'm challenged. Tell me if I'm the only one. The stickers like the one that has the feet, just the feet dangling, or just part of a body. That challenges me because kind of like when I had issues with the people being bigger than the house, I need it to make sense. And so I always have to have feet be on something. And then I don't want to have them just open to nothing. They got to be hiding behind a box or the edge of a page, something like that. And so I had to kind of solve that problem. I liked the feet. I liked the cozy socks. This is giving me all the cozy winter day feels, like curl up, watch a Christmas movie, look at it snow outside, all of those feels. So I had to kind of solve that problem. So I did that by putting a box right underneath where the feet were coming out and a box right on top. And now it makes a little bit more sense in my head. Let's layer a sticker down here. I'm going to see what other boxes I need or want to pull in. And I love this mix of this one is all about decor and also coziness. I love the thought of having a beautifully decorated house and then not leaving it, like being in my pajamas, hanging out in my house, loving life. All right, I'm reorganizing where these checklists are going to be because I needed different colors in different places. It just made more sense to me. All right, here's an example of, I wanted this little basket with the pillow and blanket at the bottom, but it needed to be on white sticker paper. So I'm going to put that down, trim it out, and then I'll have that at the bottom. We're going to add a little box here at the bottom as well, and then a long checklist over on the side, just trying to give plenty of places for Carolyn to write down all the things, because in the end, all of these planner spreads are supposed to be beautiful, often over the top, because I want to create things for my patrons that they might not normally create for themselves. So yes, maybe some of them are a little bit sticker heavy or a little bit over the top. However, I happen to love them. And then I just want it to be really functional for them as well. All right. getting all the bullet points down the left side, and then let's add a few quotes, maybe one more box over here. I found some wonderful quotes at the back of this Winter Icons book. All I need is tea and warm socks. 'Tis the season to be cozy, and winter is my favorite. You get to wear comfy clothes and drink hot cocoa. All fabulous phrases. Oh, and one more. Snowflakes are kisses from heaven. That is going to be it for this first round of custom spreads for November. Let me know what you thought. We had Melissa's medical spread. We had Cameron's dusty rose spread. We had Jennifer's purple winter spread. And then we had Carolyn's mixed media winter day spread. Let me know which one is your favorite. As always, I will link everything that I use down in the description box below. Heads up, some of those are affiliate links. Doesn't cost you any more, but really helps me out a lot when you're able to shop those. I want to give a huge shout out to all of my Patreon members. November is a fun month. We have a lot of things going on, and we'd love for you to join us. So be sure to check out Patreon down in the description box below. All right. I hope that you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.